Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing? Hey, Obodo fam. Welcome. Who is in the building? Who is in the house? Say hello if you can hear me loud and clear. Do we have money? People who want to make money? Do we have people who are interested in making money tonight? I hope so. Because I know we are interested in our bank account balance. Obodo fam, I know you are interested. You gotta be interested. Welcome everybody. Jux babe, I see you. Thank you so much. Real life happens. Her desire. Mary Samba, welcome. Sincerely Mia. I always hello. 3D mom. Give us a thumbs up as you are coming in. Michael, welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. Neka, you hear Gidigba. Very, very good. I'm very, very happy to see all of you. I know, but the fan people we are not just about gossip and, just ordinary chit chats on social media. We care more about, we also care about real stuff, like real life, the things that we need in our life to make life very, very sweet. Welcome, everybody. So I've got Emeka and Ife in the studio. I've been announcing this all week, telling you guys about this amazing couple. They are here to share a business with us. And this is a business they've done themselves. And, they will tell you more about it. So please, as usual, give them the Obodo TV welcome. Be respectful. If you got any question as we go on the session, please put your question. Just put a Q, then the question. Just type it in comment section, and then I will pin it. Then we'll address it later. Okay. So without further ado, let me bring Ife and Emeka to the studio. Hello, beautiful Ife and Emeka.
Hello, Auntie B.
Hi, Auntie B.
You're welcome.
Thank
You
Hello,
you.
know what I've
guys.
noticed about you guys? You're always smiley. You're always
Yeah,
smiling. You must really be happy.
absolutely. We're happy. And it stems from a lot of things. So we do things to make ourselves happy, to keep the life, balanced.
Yeah, when you're happy, you look younger, you live longer. Happiness is in the mind and it's free.
Yeah,
So,
and we just came back from Las Vegas where we went to.
Hey, see the life. This is the South life we are talking about. Las Vegas. I want to go to Las Vegas. I need to make this money so I can go to Las Vegas. Welcome. Obodo
Thank
fam
you.
always salute. I am very pleased
everyone.
to
Hello,
have you.
guys.
Welcome. So tell us a little bit about yourselves
All
first.
right. My name is Emeka, and obviously, this is my wife and business partner and the mom of my kids. We have 4 kids.
Wow.
We currently live in Canada in a place called Alberta on the western part of Canada. But before we moved here 13 years ago, we were in Scotland. That's where we lived
In the
in
UK.
Scotland in the
Ah, you
UK.
were in the UK.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we
Wow.
schooled and lived in Lagos. For many years, I was a banker in Lagos, and if he was an engineer in the oil and gas industry. And then we moved overseas, like people are doing what is called japa, like now these days. But then it was just trying to go look at things overseas.
Mm.
So we decided to move to Canada after we were in the UK for a while. And we said Canada might be a better place to raise kids
Family,
and
yeah.
Mhm.
family. Yeah. So
So,
we moved here,
mhm.
and yeah, so
Yeah,
we've
go
been here for
ahead.
13 years. If you do want to add
So you
something.
decided
Yeah,
to
we've been
leave
here for
Scotland. Why did you decide to leave Scotland for Canada?
I don't know if anybody remembers, in 2008, there was a global economic downturn. So,
Mhm.
recession across the world. A lot of things were going, were being tight in the UK at the time. We were
Mm.
doing well, but for us, we always look ahead. What is the next 5 years, 10 years? What's it going to be? So, if he said, let's go somewhere else.
No, we did our research and we found that Canada was a place for family. They've got great hospitality. It's not like the UK doesn't have all of that, but we found many reasons why Canada was a place to raise family. At the time, we didn't have kids yet. We were actually not even married at the time.
We're actually, there's a
We're
funny story
engaged.
there. When we were gonna go get our visa, we were not married.
Really?
Yes, we applied
Interesting.
together. We applied together, got to the embassy in London, and the woman listened to us, and we talked and talked and talked. And she said, "You know what? Everything you've told me here is crap.
Why?
But I
Why?
like you. I like you both." So she gave us the visa.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. If you were working in the oil and gas industry, how was that for you? Leaving
Oh,
that kind of a high-paying job in Nigeria to Jackpa at that time. Did you struggle with that, or was that an easy decision for you?
it wasn't easy, and to be, I will not lie. Oil and
Mhm.
gas industry is an industry where there's a lot of hope for like young people. There's a future there. The consistency is really not there
Mhm.
because oil comes and goes. But then you're looking for a better future, and that's even one of the reasons why we picked the province in Canada, which is in Obodo, because that's the oil sector.
Right.
So yeah, when I made that decision, it was really difficult because I actually got the job in London, and they took me back to Nigeria as an expert. And
Mhm.
then I worked there, and then I moved to Houston, and then back, and then to Canada to join America because we came, and then I left. I went back to my job in the oil and gas industry because the pay was really good.
Right.
Um, Package was exciting, and of course, you run back when you have little kids, you want support and all of that. So yeah, it wasn't an easy decision, but at the end of the day, I'm glad that I made that decision and we're all together. We didn't want to leave like separately. He's already here, so we wanted to have a family that stays together.
We did
So
live apart for five
for a little
years
bit,
while
yes.
we were traveling back and forth. But at
Mm.
some point, we made a decision that then we started having kids. We had two kids. After the third kid, we said, no, we cannot do this back and forth.
hmm Before,
Fantastic. Fantastic. Really exciting and lovely love story. Let me ask you this before we talk about this business, Ify. Is
yeah,
Emeka a traditional man? Is he a
ha,
traditional African man?
yes.
Yeah, I will say this in my defense.
I had
In
to
my
ask. I
defense,
had to ask.
in my defense, there's something traditional which we see, which is you have to be the head and lord it over everybody else. No,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
mean we've lived here for so long that I wash plates, I cook, I do things.
He
So
does everything.
there's nothing like traditional anymore. You have to
hmm
help your family out.
Yeah,
Right. I
yeah.
like that. I really like that. So even though you believe in some traditional beliefs, you can still you are flexible enough to know that this is Obodo Yibo. So you are not gonna be saying I'm the man, I'm the man.
Has to be. He has to be. Oh, he
And
is.
to
Because four
me,
kids, you have
over there you
and you
go.
have four kids very
Yeah, we
quickly
have
within 12
4 kids.
years. That means they
Yeah,
are still young.
yeah.
You know, go leave
Yeah.
all the four kids for me. So he's very cooperative. Like we do things together. It doesn't matter who the man is. Doesn't matter who. We just work together. We cooperate, and that has given us a very happy life. And of course, we're comfortable that
Yeah.
way. So that traditional aspect of no, I have to be the man, or so it's not a theme
I mean, I can't
as
get home and
much.
just sit in this office and cross my leg and say, "Hey, bring me food." Nobody's gonna do that for you, not here. I mean, when I go out, if I go to hang out, I go with my wife. We go to pubs together. We go to club. In Vegas, we were clubbing
We do
all through
everything.
3 days in different nightclubs. We do it
Feeling
together.
young.
Yeah, you do. When
Where
you
did
do,
you keep your children when you were doing all this enjoyment in Vegas?
we
Did you
always
take
have.
them?
We had
Yeah,
some family
yeah,
support, so
yeah,
we normally
Right.
would meet them with family,
yeah,
and then we
Right.
go. But of course, we communicate, FaceTime, all
yeah.
of that.
If he looks like a babe, she doesn't look like someone that has dropped four children. So Emeka, if you don't take her along, look at
Well,
this
I'm
beautiful woman. No, you don't
And,
try.
and to
Don't try
and to
nothing.
be and to
Eh.
be, I will tell you
Mm,
this. Everybody says that, and it is
mm.
true.
She's so
I no
beautiful.
close eye when I want married now.
You
I
know,
have to
close
be
eye.
clear. Yes.
You
uh,
So the
marry with your eyes
you
open.
shine
You
now, well,
know,
they,
well.
they
I
didn't
know.
give change. they want to give change, so you get to marry the
You
right
gotta
one.
marry well. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. You guys make a really beautiful couple. Well done.
Thank
Well
you, Auntie
done.
B.
Right. Let's jump into the question. Somebody in the comment section is already asking. They say I should ask you, Emeka, did you live in Enugu before you came abroad? They say your face look familiar.
No, I went to school in Owerri at Futo, and I lived
Mm,
in Port Harcourt and
mm.
Lagos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chat moment. No, it's not the person you know from Enugu. It's not that Emeka. This is a
Looks
different
like a lot
Emeka.
of people like
If
that.
na one Emeka way for any way cause wahala, no be me.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't me. It wasn't
wasn't
this
me.
Emeka.
It wasn't me.
All right. Thank you so much for, giving us a little bit background about your beautiful life. I love you guys together because all the pictures I've seen, you guys are always smiling. You're so happy. I mean, we talk about, if you are a fan, so you know what we do on this channel. So
Yes.
when we see couples like this that are working together, they see marriage as a partnership, you're happy raising a family, building a life. We celebrate that. It's amazing. So thank you so much, Emeka. It's you that I will greet. I have to greet you for giving Ife that
Thank
support.
you, my sister. You
No, Ife, hold on, no. I know what I'm doing, no. Let me just greet you. I know what I'm doing because we see some traditional men that are here. Okay, we are not here to talk about relationship today. We are here to talk about making money. So you are an engineer, we already learned. And they make out, what's your training? What did you train? What's your professional life? Or what do you do apart from
I,
this business?
I am an IT project manager.
Right.
So
You're a
I
project
work for
manager.
one of the biggest telecoms companies in Canada as an IT
Right.
project manager. So I work on big, huge, multi-year programs in
Wow.
IT for the organization. So I
Right.
lead a big team spread across Canada
Mm-hmm.
and directing work that builds IT systems, improves communications within the organization. So that's what I do in my
Fantastic.
day job. Yeah.
Fantastic. I love that. So you guys, you're doing pretty well for yourself in your professional life. So you decided to do this business. Tell us a little bit about this business that we're here to talk about today.
So everybody understands from knowing what happened, especially recently in the COVID period, that everything could be done from wherever you are, the
Mm-hmm.
comfort of your
Mm-hmm.
home,
Mm-hmm.
on a plane, or wherever you might be. So, but before COVID, we had already started our business, which is basically like any other business you sell, buy products, but we modified it in such a way that everything is done online. So we have identified over a period of time certain organizations that we work with, and they are reliable, legitimate businesses that have been in businesses for over 50 years. So when we identify that we can work with these guys and that we don't have to handle any products, we don't even have to be the ones directly marketing their products that people trained. All we need to do is bring in people to our webinar to come and listen to what we say, and they come. I usually tell people that it's like church. If you go to church, the pastor, or if you go to any religion, basically, whoever is preaching will preach. It is only your conscience that says, hey, I'm convinced I want to do this. Nobody's going to force you into anything that you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 years ago, or 4.5 years ago, I was just like me and if you were talking about making extra money. And one day I came across somebody talking about this. And I told Ify, I said, Ify, this is a good business we can do. Ify was skeptical because as an engineer, everything is black and white.
Right.
For me, I've been a banker, I've been a project manager. I see gray areas too. So
Mm-hmm.
I said this sounded very legit. So I went ahead and talked to people. Like people will talk to us after this. We give our numbers out, and we found out that this was a legitimate business you can do and pay taxes on.
Mm-hmm.
You have products and services in the back end, but you're not the one taxed with advertising those products.
Right.
People who do the advertising.
Mm-hmm.
But we also get provided with system tools,
Mm-hmm.
technical and digital knowledge and
Mm-hmm.
training.
Mm-hmm.
And the most important of all is consistent mentoring, coaching. So you're not left on your own. And you're not going to be left struggling with somebody and you cannot reach any human being. So the best thing that happened to us was that if we needed support, if we wanted to ask questions, you can reach somebody and this person will walk you through. So our business has run for 4 years
4 years.
and half.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, we're excited to talk about it even today as we
Mm-hmm.
were from day one.
Yeah.
So I will tell anybody who is listening. I know people here online business, they think crypto,
Mm-hmm.
forex. No, that's not
Mm-hmm.
what we do.
Or pyramid scheme, or all this all
That's
kind of, yeah.
no, that's not what we do.
Right.
Yeah.
So 4.5 years you've been doing this combined with your day job, your professional jobs. And in 4 years, tell us, what have you achieved in these 4 years of doing this business?
The
Four and a
first
half
thing we've
years.
achieved is happiness, to be honest.
Right.
And people may not see that as a valid, quantifiable thing. But I
Right.
want you to look at it this way. If you work for somebody, if you
Mm.
go to a job every single day, the biggest fear you have in your head is, what if they say I should go? What will I do? Living abroad, you have mortgages to pay, you
Mm-hmm.
have insurance to pay, you have car bills to pay, and you have many other things to pay. So the
Right.
first thing the business did for us was give us alternative income that was more that we make professionally, that we can live the same lifestyle no matter what happens.
So
This
let me ask you, did you have to quit your job because of this business, or are you still working and managing both at the same time? And how has that been for both of you, managing your regular jobs and doing this business?
Thanks for that question, Auntie B. So, no, I don't have to quit my job because the business is automated. So there's systems in the back end that does a lot of the work for you. So it
Right.
just runs while you do your day job, while you do everything else that you love to do, like look after your kids and all of that. Because
Mm-hmm.
4 years ago, before we started, Emeka used to drive an hour and a half
is
to
my job.
work and an hour and a half back. So that was a lot of drive in just one day. So
Mm-hmm.
what a lot of us don't see is how your health actually deteriorates with doing all of that and
Mm-hmm.
the stress that comes into it. So for us, we wanted something that will take away those types of stress and bring him closer to the family and we can all be together. We wanted to have a life where the jobs don't choose us. We
Right.
choose the jobs that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And as an engineer, not just an engineer, I'm a construction engineer. When I started this business, I used to go to the field a lot. So the business actually helped me to build my leadership skills. And I expressed that at work. I got promoted. So now I don't have to be in the field like every time. So now I sit on a leadership role where I have reports, people reports to me. So that has taken away. So now I choose the type of job I do. We
Mm-hmm.
actually make sure it's a hybrid
Mm-hmm.
and we have a choice whether it has to be hybrid or fully work from
Remote,
home,
yeah.
remote, where you
Mm-hmm.
can be
Mm-hmm.
anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that was a kicker for us. So, when we found the business, Emeka found it, I was very skeptical, like he said. But after doing my own research, I felt this is something that was going to help our family. So, no, I didn't have to quit my job. I haven't quit my job. But at the moment, I can choose when I work since the
Mm-hmm.
income from the business actually surpasses what we earn from our professional job. So I choose when I work and the type of job. So I have the option to do all of that. And that makes us very happy because now we have a choice.
So it's giving you more flexibility.
100%.
In fact, that was going to be the word. A
Yeah,
lot more
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
flexibility,
flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
very convenient. And we're here for our children because in the past, daycare was the place. All the
Mm-hmm.
children straight to daycare. And when you take kids to daycare every day, it feels like someone else is helping to
Raise your
train your
children.
children,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that
Mm-hmm.
feeling, so sometimes they come back, they say something, and then I start thinking, where did this come from? So when they are going to daycare Monday to Friday, spending about 6 hours, 7 hours there, so you can imagine. So I wanted to actually raise my kids. I wanted to be there for them. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be the one to train them because I was well trained. I'm this kind of child that we had what's it called here? Like 7 o'clock, I have to be home every day. So that's how I was raised. But
Auntie B,
Mm-hmm.
this large boy, she was raised in Ikoyi actually.
Right. She be Ajay, but it shows. It shows on. It shows in everything. Her body, her language, her beautiful face, and everything. Somebody is saying something in the comment section, and I don't want people to get the wrong impressions. Real life happens. I don't know how you know this, but I'm gonna ask you this question at this person. I don't know if it's a question or is a statement. She said it like a statement. She said you need $10,000 to start this business. Is that correct?
That's not correct. The business that we do is just like any business. You decide what your startup capital is. Anywhere actually from $500 up, you can start it. So $10,000, a number thrown out, is not accurate.
I'm wondering why she would say that though. Why would she say that? You haven't even told us the capital that is needed, but she just made that as a statement that you need $10,000. If it's $10,000, how many of us have 10,000 to start a business?
To be honest, a lot of people have $10,000 and more to start a business from our experience doing this. But I will
Hmm.
say this.
No, I mean not the people worldwide. I'm just talking about within our
Yeah,
community.
yeah.
Extra 10,000 to start a business like that. You know, you
You
know
know,
how we always have different projects that we like
yeah,
building houses.
I will say this to you. When we were going to start this business, we were just doing foundation for our house in the village.
Hmm.
Well, a major project for us. And when I was going to start, if he was telling me, remember, the money you want to go and put in this business, you could put it and buy cement and start doing the
The main
work
building.
and build the house in the village. I was somebody who believes in calculated risk.
Right.
This is a side hustle. It wasn't my main job. I had calculated that it was going to take me 5 to 6 years from my job to finish
Hmm.
the house.
Right.
So I said, let's start something, it might help. And I went ahead. That house was completed in 2 years
How
because
much did you use to spend to start your own business?
I started my business with Canadian dollars, approximately 11,000 Canadian dollars.
That's how much you invested
That's
No,
what
at
I
first, when you
decided.
first started,
Yes,
it was
yes.
less
when
than
you
that.
first started.
Oh, at that time it was about now it's over that, but
No, 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 no. I mean, like when you wanted to get
yeah,
in, how much did you start with?
I was just a little over 10,000 Canadian dollars. Remember, Canadian dollars is not American dollars. It's lower. Now,
Right.
at that time,
Right.
I had option to start my business with $1,000. I had option
Hmm.
to start with $3,000. I had option to
Hmm.
start with $6,000. I had option to start with more than I started with. Now,
Yeah.
I asked myself, if you want to start a business in Canada, just leave what we do. Just forget about what we do. If I wanted to open a Nigerian shop here in Canada, it will cost me, and I've done this, I mean, we've done this
Research.
research. It will cost me between $45,000 and $65,000 to set up
Right.
the shop. And that is getting a shop for a year, getting all the permits, local and every permit you need, renting, getting supplies, and getting everything set up, and then buying, set up normally. And you know the funny thing, the moment I set up that shop, it is limited to anybody who can walk into the shop. Nobody else can go into that shop except if they're passing it. Whereas I told myself, oh, I'm starting a digital business. It is global from day one. Anybody
Hmm.
can join my business. And you know the funny thing, that money I started the business with, we make it in a day in this business today.
In a day.
In a single day, yes. I walk to the mailbox sometimes and I pick up checks worth over $13,000.
Wow. Okay, now let me take that question again. You are saying that it depends on what you want to start with, but you can
Exactly.
start with at as little as $500.
100%,
That's correct.
yes.
Okay, we need that. I need to clarify that because I don't want people running with information that is not correct, saying that
Yes.
oh it's 10,000. No, you
No.
chose to start at that amount, but anybody who wants to start with 1,500 can is
Eh,
open to you to
People
start
are
from
doing
there.
this business in Nigeria. So ask yourself, how many Nigerians have $10,000 stashed in their back pocket.
To do the business. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. Thank you very much for that. So the next question I'm going to ask you is that yes, do you have products and services, and if you do, how does it work?
So we have products and services. The way the products, I'm not going to mention products, but I'll give you the mechanics of how the business works.
Right.
So the products are in the fields of healthcare, travel, exercise, and fitness. So and gratitude.
Right.
So there are different streams in the business. So we
Yeah.
are what is
Guys, please listen. Just listen to them. Let them explain.
we we
Allow them
we
to explain. They are
we are
explaining it.
yeah, we are something you call aggregator. So if anybody who doesn't understand what aggregator is, if you have ever gone to Google to search for something, that's an aggregator. You search for something, they pull information and give you that information. In our own case, as aggregator of business, we
Mm.
provide the tools, the knowledge, the training, and the systems to run it for you, and you manage it in your own. I know some of your guys are talking in the comment section, but this is real. Um, One example, there's a girl in the UK there from Nigeria. She only began this business in March. Today, in the space of 3 months, she's made, and I am certain of this, she's made over £30,000.
Seriously.
And I'm not joking.
Ify, I'm looking at you. You are telling me the truth about this business, that this there's money to be made.
Auntie B, there's money to be made. This business has changed lives. Like what we call the business is something that gives you transformation. And we all know what transformation is. A lot of us want to build generational wealth. And that is the part where we're going. And we know that our jobs, just a job, cannot actually give you that generational wealth. And even if it does, it's going to take a long time. And by the time you're ready to start enjoying those things, you're probably too old, and too tired to enjoy those things. But then this business is changing a lot of lives. I mean, there's another example is a stay-at-home mom. Her husband did support her to start the business, and she's paid off their home in Canada. Their
She
home,
lives 1 hour from us
just
here.
what she's paid off their home completely. In
Somebody is
this,
asking, somebody said, Grace said, Auntie B, are they inside this business? I'm a mentor in it. It's really worth it, too. Mm-hmm.
thank
There's
you
a
for that.
Yeah,
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 so
she's in,
somebody is
Confirm it.
validating what you are saying. Maybe it's the young lady that you're talking about. I don't know who Grace is, but she's just
yeah,
confirmed what you're saying.
yeah.
Eunice is asking a very important question. Do you have to make calls or sell the products yourself?
No, no, that's. Let me explain that piece. You don't have to make calls. However, like we have our phone number there, people will likely call us or message us and say, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" That's normal in any business. But if you follow strictly the process, you don't have to make any calls, and you don't have to market the product because, as somebody new, you don't even know enough to market the product. So there are people who are trained with enough knowledge to show and present the products to people.
Yeah,
So
and that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm in it, because I'm not going to go out there and start marketing products or start calling people randomly. No. So that's why the business gives you flexibility, it gives you your time back. If you're marketing product and you're making calls and calling every friend and family,
you
how
have
do
no
you get
time.
your time back?
You
It's not
have
going
no
to give you.
time.
Yeah, there's no
Do you have
time.
to? Somebody is asking. We're not in question and answer yet, guys. Let them finish the question, then you
Yeah,
can do question and answer. I know you are eager to ask question. People are so skeptical about online business,
that's
but
true.
I'm getting really good vibes. I think I'm gonna invest in this because this money is too good to be true to just go by like that. I want to go to Las Vegas too for the weekend. The way you people went to Las Vegas, I want to go too. And I want to travel business class and stay in five-star hotel. So I need extra
You're in the
some
right
some.
place.
You're in the right
Mhm.
place on
So
TV.
let me ask you the next question. Do you have to bring people in?
So let me rephrase that question.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a business, you have to have customers.
Of course.
The question people always put in their head is bringing people in is in Nigeria, you have to start chasing friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
pushing and calling, and we don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, every single business in the world today, you live in the UK, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know Asda and you know the small corner shop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The difference between those two shops is because Asda has more customers
Yeah,
than the mom and pop shop. So
that's right.
Asda shareholders are getting billions of pounds every year. Mom and pop shop is making maybe a few thousand pounds in a year. That's the difference. Now, how do we bring in customers into our business? We leverage digital tools.
Mm-hmm.
We actually target the right people who have a need and a desire for the transformation. If you were
Right.
talking about earlier, there are things we're going to train people and teach them how to find those people. You're not going to be calling all your aunties and your church members and they start avoiding you.
How many friends do you even
How
have?
many friends do you even have?
How many church members? How many people do you know? Even here, some people don't even know their neighbors. You know,
Olurami, so we've dealt with that question. Yeah. You don't need £10,000. You don't need $10,000. You can start with even 1,000. Okay. They've already answered that question. Okay, let's get on. We'll take Q&A later, but I have a few questions here to ask. Is there any is there any age limit, or is the business limited to Canada and UK and Obodo Oyibo alone?
no. So, in terms of age limit, you have to be 18 and above.
Okay. You need to
Yes,
be an adult.
you
Yeah.
need to be an adult. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Mm-hmm.
be 18 and above. Then, in
Mm-hmm.
terms of location, you can do it from anywhere. It's global. You can be in Canada, US, Australia, UK, Nigeria, Uganda, South Africa, wherever you are, Europe, anywhere. You can do it from anywhere as long as you have access to the internet and then you have a smart device. So you can do this from anywhere. And technology has actually taken over the world today. The online space is here to stay. And most people are already online. You're already online, so you might as well get the benefits of being online, rather than you're online, you're just, watching other things, you're doing other things. You can as well generate good income from being in the online space. So yes,
Okay.
you can do it from anywhere.
I want to add something to that. I know Auntie B, this is where the action is. People go online to watch some things that add no value to them. People
Mm-hmm.
scroll through Facebook from morning to night, look at their friends and spying on their friends. The day we started this business was the day I knew that I had wasted a lot of time scrolling through Facebook, not knowing what Facebook
That
was
you
about.
can make money from this same social media.
Exactly. I
And they
asked
want to use
people,
question to finish my life in the comment section now without even listening to you finish explaining it. Why are people so? Let me tell you guys something, okay? And I'm not saying this because, of if you're an maker. You need to take a level of risk in life, okay? If you think that you're just going to rely on your 9 to 5, your check that you earn from your job, I don't know how far you can go with that. You're just going to end up paying bills. And if you can save 10%, then you will thank God. Okay? There is no business in this world that there is no level of risk. You need to take calculated risk to make it in this life. But our people are so, I know that, people have been duped, with land and all this, crypto or whatever businesses, but it doesn't mean that they are not legitimate one, but people are not willing to listen. You guys want to finish my life with questions and they've not even finished explaining. So anybody that is distracting me now, I'm going to block them. Okay, please allow them to land. They've done this business and they are testifying of how this business has helped them. These are professionals. These are not, they've talked about themselves. If you are not here when we join, please start the video from the beginning. They are educated people. They are not here, to mess around. Okay? Please. Okay, let's carry on. Aha. How do people join this business? If somebody like me that I'm interested now, if I want to join, what do I need to do?
can't just go in and start it on your own. You have to be sponsored into the business. And the best way to go is like our website is there. Go to makify.com,
Mm-hmm.
put your name, put your email. You will connect with us. You'll get some emails from us. And
Mm.
then our numbers are up there as well. If you want to just chat with us, we're usually happy to chat with people. Sometimes our people, and this is true of many Nigerians, they call us on the phone, on video,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes on video. And once they see our face, they say, yes, this is the same person I saw online. That means you're real. I wanted to confirm that you're real.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
they go ahead.
Yeah, so just to buttress on the way to join, so when you put your name and email address into our website,
This is the
uh,
website. Moreover,
yes,
somebody has just confirmed that the business is legit, that they started to with 10,000. A lot
thank
of people seem
you.
to be starting with 10,000. But with the level of money that you have to make, me, I don't even mind risking that. I don't know how much that is in pounds, but with the money that Emeka is calling now, and Emeka and if you are Igbo people know their currency. So please,
And
oh,
if business is not working, we will be sitting there for 4 years,
I will say this to
and
you. Sorry, if you go ahead, finish.
we won't be sitting there for 4 years, and we're quite excited about it. We're actually out there. I'm sure maybe some people have even seen maybe our adverts
they've
or
seen your ads. Yeah, a lot of people have seen your ads. Yeah.
yeah. So you will
Their
probably
phone
not.
number is on the screen, guys. Their website and phone number is on the screen. Just look on the screen, you
Yeah,
see.
just to go back to the how to start. So you go into our website, put your name, put your email, and then you'll be sent an email with access to watch our information session. In that information session, we do it live. So what happens is when you do something live, the people there, they're real. I mean, they're coming live and they're talking about the business. So we walk through the business, we talk about the business, and then we have some people in the business who would come on and share their testimonies. They
Yeah.
will talk about their business,
Mhm.
how they started, where they are today, and all of that. So you would hear from real people. And this live webinar and information session, as you may call it, is every Tuesday and Thursdays.
Right.
Yes, every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think 6 p.m. Mountain daytime.
For Europe,
For
it's
Europe,
usually late night
it's late night, but we will send the replay.
to
If
you.
you miss it watching it live, we'll send you the replay, and then you can watch the replay and see things for yourself.
And this is only for beginners. It's not an ongoing thing that you have to do.
No,
No,
you only
no,
need to
not for
watch the
beginners.
information session once.
Basically,
Okay.
Yeah,
one.
All
just
right.
watch it once, except sometimes people want to go back and get some more understanding and all of that. And if you
Right.
watch that webinar, there's steps to take from there to now get into the business, and then you
Mhm.
get added to the community. We get added as friends on Facebook. And when Emeka talked about mentoring and coaching, we are the ones that would actually mentor and coach you directly. So this is not like taking you and dropping you off somewhere, or
And leaving you with
no, this is
nothing.
directly with us. So we're going to
Mhm.
work with you and make sure that you are also successful.
Is it that the more people you bring, like the people that want to join now, somebody was saying that they are shy, they don't want to make videos, they don't want to advertise. Is there an opportunity to make money without advertising?
Actually, yes. The lady I told you about in the UK, she has made a business without advertising at all.
Right. Do you
But
know how
one
much you
thing
started with, Emeka?
I don't know it specifically, but I can find out for you. But
Yeah.
what I would say to anybody who is looking to start, if you are hungry in your house and you're poor and you have no money, shame will leave you and you go and beg for money. But when you can use your own God given talent to leverage your knowledge and the tools and ask people to come into a business that you're not even going to be the one talking to them, and you can build a new life for yourself, that
Mm-hmm.
shame will leave.
Mm-hmm.
We've coached for 3.5 years, and people come in every time with shyness, and we say, yes, that's normal
I'm an
human.
example.
If his example, normal human behavior. Not everybody is willing and able to go and talk.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways we do advertising where you don't have to show your face or talk. But at some point, because what we do is called attraction marketing, you
Mm-hmm.
also want people to know who you are. so that they
Mm-hmm.
know that there's consistency in you
Mm-hmm.
online, there's consistency in you offline. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, one of the reasons why we are out there and people know us is because for 4 years we've been talking about this. And you cannot lie to people for 4 years
Mm-hmm.
because the moment they come in, they see that you've lied. It's just like going out there and posing with a Lamborghini and you say, I just bought a new ride. And people will just come in because they saw you buying a Lamborghini. Then they come in for the next 2 months, they're not seeing any Lamborghini, they're not seeing anything. They know you lied, and that kills your credibility.
Yeah, I can say
The
this
reason
for
why
you
we're still
guys.
here 4.5 years
I,
after is
I can say this for you guys. The internet in Canada is not fast. UK internet is faster than Canadian internet. Oh,
okay.
all right. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Let's carry on. Is there a registration fee to join?
Yes, there is a registration fee, but it is $149 US. However, that registration fee, you have 30 days, like any purchase you make
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. You can
Mm-hmm.
take it back if you don't like what we do.
$149
Yeah,
US to register, to
yeah,
get access to all the training and
yeah,
everything, to start
yeah.
to just to put your foot on the door, and then you can change
Ex-
your mind within 30 days.
exactly,
Take your
yes,
money
Okay.
back.
yes.
Okay, I like that. Okay. All right then. Mm-hmm. Uh Now we've been trying to talk about the legitimacy of the business. I know um you've tried to explain it, but oh, there are some people that I don't even know. Where are these people from? I've never ever seen these people here before. So many people just coming out, names that I'm not familiar with, and just trying to discourage people who want to even listen. They are not even giving people an opportunity to listen. Oh my goodness, our people. Now why? I don't
I
tire.
have to be, and because we teach people, I tell people this, especially people from Nigeria. We are
Mhm.
naturally cautious because of the experience we have about 419 scams and everything. That's normal. But because of that cautiousness, a lot of us lose the ability to take steps that could have changed our situation.
You told me something before, when we were having this conversation, and you guys, Emeka and Ify and I have been going through this over and over and over and over again. It's not like I just jammed them today and brought them, or yesterday and brought them today. Do you know how long we've been talking about this?
It's
Email,
good.
we're communicating back and forth, and I'm like, no, 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 I'm not gonna bring somebody here without being sure that is a legitimate business that they are talking about. Okay, so we've had conversations over and over around this before they are here today, but I still want you to maybe say one or two things to convince people. How do you convince people that this is a legitimate and it's a profitable business, like it's not a pyramid scheme?
Okay. So, first of all, legitimacy confers on any business where you can pay tax. That's number one. If you cannot pay tax on any business, it's not legit. That's number one.
And we pay tax
And
in
we
this
pay taxes
business.
in this business. Number two, whether you believe that a business is wrong or right, look at the people doing it. That's the first thing you look at. In our business, and many people who are watching, I think I've seen in the comments, there are doctors from the NHS in the UK, there are doctors in the United States, there are medical doctors in Canada, and professionals like us doing it,
Lots of nurses,
nurses doing
nurses,
it.
lots of them.
You were telling me about a nurse who was working so hard in the UK and in the it was it US, that quit her
In,
job. Where is
in
that nurse
Canada,
based?
in Canada, she's
Canada.
the guy is from Enugu State. She
Hmm.
lives here in Canada.
There is
She,
a lot more nurses in the
yeah,
UK and all over the world.
yeah.
They've cut down their hours,
Yeah.
So
So this particular nurse, not just was she just a nurse, she was a nursing manager. There's a difference. They are the ones that assign jobs to nurses. At some point, she was making three times her salary. She said, "I don't want to do this anymore," and she's not doing that work. She actually moved to the Caribbean. But I just want to make specifics to people who are asking, "Is it profitable?" 4.5 years ago, we started this, not knowing whether it's going to work or not. And like I mentioned earlier on, we had done the foundation on our house in the village. That house we completed in 2 years. And in 2021, I was going on my normal vacation to Nigeria. I stay in Lekki with my friends. And I told Ify from there, I said, Ify, look, we have a lot of money in the bank. I think we should buy a house here in Lekki. She said, how much are you seeing the houses? I said, I would check. I hadn't checked at that time. So I went around and we, in principle, give ourselves a budget of 60 million to buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went, I called a few agents. They took me to a couple houses from around Chevron and those houses were around 60, 55 million, but I didn't like those houses. I wanted Korleki. So I went there and I was seeing the houses as 115, 120 million naira. So I called her from there. I said, if we can't afford these houses. She said, what, how much are they going for? I told her. She said, negotiate. Let's see. So I negotiated and we landed on 100 million. I said, if
Mm-hmm.
it's 100 million, our budget is 60. What are we going to do? She said, buy it.
That's naira, 100 million naira.
100 million naira. The
Mm-hmm.
good thing was that the house was at the finishing stage. It was about 3 months to finishing. So I bought the house, paid 60 million, told them that I'll pay the balance of 40 million once it's done. And you know what? We bought the house.
And now we use it for more income generation system. We use it for Airbnb because we don't live there. So
No,
that's and
nobody can beat an Igbo
And
man in
that's the
business.
first house we bought for commercial purposes. We
Mm-hmm.
have another one in Florida, in the US, that we're using for Airbnb, paid for by this business.
Hmm. Hey, yeah. I'm hearing things. I'm hearing things, yo. So, in essence, you are saying that without this business, you would not have been able to buy all these properties.
No,
Auntie V,
and it's
how?
clear. It's clear. No, our house in the village was a 6 year plan to finish based on our salary.
Who
But
are
we
all these
were
people?
able to,
Who are all these people? I don't understand where these people are coming from. People are in the comment section and they are saying 419 and 419 a lot. I don't know who are these people.
you
Mm,
know what? People will always come from their own space. If
mm,
somebody has been scammed by somebody online, they will never believe anything. But
yeah.
imagine if you were Jesus Christ and they were saying you were fraud at that time.
Ada
By
is saying
what?
that it's 149 if you are ready to join the business. Somebody said here, I think it's Evra Phillips said that you made a mistake to say that you pay to register. The registration is registration for the live webinar is free, but you only pay the 149 if you decide to join the business after watching the webinar. Is
Eva,
that so?
Eva is 100% correct. I think
Okay.
I misspoke there. To go to the webinar is free.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to charge you money. Registration I meant is just to move forward if you are interested.
Yeah, after
Mhm.
watching the webinar, if it's of interest, if you
Mhm.
like what you've heard and what you've seen, then you can now
Mhm.
go ahead with the $149, which is refundable. But to watch the webinar itself, to get the information that you need to see things for yourself, is totally free. So once you put
Mhm.
your name and email, if you've already done that, you can confirm from the comment as well. Once you
Yeah.
put your name and email, you would get access to watch the complimentary information session.
I saw somebody saying that they're going to focus on their Airbnb real estate business. But for
Mhm.
you to own a property to put on Airbnb, except you're managing for other people to pay you some stipend, if you want to own it, our property in Lagos generates dollars.
Right. Okay. Let's move on. Regenerated mind. It's okay. I've heard you. You've made your point. Can you give it a rest, please? Just give it a rest. All right. Thank you very much for your input. Okay. So the people that are planning to join, because the people are saying that you keep saying business, business. What's the name? I don't know. Did you want to tell us the name?
To be honest, our business is what is called a collective. So it's a shared services platform. It's just like you want to start a business. When you start, it's going to be anti B. That's the name of
So
your
it's,
own
it's you
business.
that will give the name.
You own yours. What
Okay,
you're
so
doing is you're
your own is
leveraging
right.
the platforms to run your business. Yeah.
It's a digital business.
Yeah, just
Okay.
like we call us Makify. So it's a combination of both our names. So
Right.
Emeka
So you will
and
Mhm.
name your own.
Yeah,
Okay.
you name your own.
Okay.
Yes.
And everybody will name their own.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right then. All right. That's good. And people that are joining, do they need to be computer experts or very prolific with using computers to be able to do this online digital business?
no, Auntie B, they don't need to be a computer expert. So when you think about it, like I did like most of my schooling back home in Nigeria. When I was schooling back home, I can't even remember if I even saw a computer or laptop in my school. So
Mm-hmm.
my first hands-on on laptop and computer was when we were actually doing our masters in the UK. So I was still typing, 1122, still trying. I wasn't doing that at all. So learning the computer was basically just basic knowledge that I have, and that is what I apply to my day-to-day job. And that is all you need. Just that basic. You don't need to be a technology expert. You don't need to be a technology savvy to do this business. No, because everything you're going to do, you'll be trained. And our training is not just somebody talking, you're actually shown. So it's in video format. So you can always go back, you can pause it, you can play it, you can rewind it, you can go back and rewatch what you've already watched just to make sure that you're catching what is being done. So everything is very simplified. So you don't need to be a computer expert at all because you'll be well trained and shown what to do.
And the truth is, most people at least know how to use social media. Otherwise, they will not be watching you right now.
Somebody is asking this question: meditation and relaxation zone. Can I do it on my phone or do I need to invest in a laptop?
You can run it on your phone. The only reason why you might want a laptop or a bigger screen is that's the only thing. Because if you're on a bigger screen, you see things better.
I don't think people want to be millionaires though. Because when I see question like this, I see somebody that is not thinking big. You are not thinking outside the box. What is laptop? We are talking about, many making money. You are talking about how much is laptop that you cannot invest in laptop. Eh? I don't understand. What kind of question is that? Do I need to invest in a laptop? And you want to make money? Okay, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but I don't think having a laptop is something that it should be too much of a big deal for you. Okay, so I think I've kind of covered most of the question. So can you explain finally, and then I'll take some questions and then we'll call it a day because it's almost done 1 hour. Regenerated mind. If you want to have a session, you have to pay me. I'm not giving you my platform for you to come and whatever you want to say. Okay? These guys are here for business. So if you want to have a section, then contact me and pay me to come and speak. All right? Okay. This is not one of those shows that we say call in. Put your question in the comment section. Okay? Hmm? Somebody say, Auntie B, some of us cannot afford laptop. Na big deal. APC Bishop, or is it Ekene? Ekene and APC Bishop. You want make I block you again? I don't block both of them separate. This time around, both of them I go block. So, Emeka, tell us, how is this different from a pyramid scheme?
The difference between this and a pyramid scheme is that in a pyramid scheme, if you bring somebody in, that person will always be under you. In our business, you
Mhm,
can bring somebody in, it will be bigger than you.
mhm. So, the difference is that, can you say that again?
In a pyramid scheme, I mean,
Mhm,
I did some of those things in Nigeria. If it's
mhm.
like this, if you bring somebody in, you are at the top. All the people you bring in will be under you forever.
Yes.
In our business, I can bring somebody in, the person will go 2 layers above me in the and grow bigger than me.
Mhm. Yeah. So somebody called Regenerated Mind has been in the comment section since campaigning about, this business, saying that, he said, I don't know, maybe he said he invested and they gave him 3 products and he has to sell it and he couldn't sell it and he was stuck with it. Do you know can you make a comment about that? So that you won't not seem as if we are disregarding what he has to
No,
say.
no.
Mm,
We respect everybody's opinion. No,
mm,
if you buy any products from our business, your job is not to go and be selling those products. No, I don't know what business is entered, but that's not our business model.
I don't know if he's talking about your own specifically, but he's been going on and on about how, you put money into it, you buy products, and then you are stuck with it. Maybe he couldn't sell his own. I don't know. I
No,
don't know if it's the same business, to be
I,
honest.
I really don't know because, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning, once you come into our business, you don't touch product. You, if even if somebody orders product through you, it's just a form you fill. They will ship it to their house anywhere in the world. So that's
So if you want to advise me that I'm interested now, because a lot of people in the comment section, this Obodo farm, they wise. They're too wise. All of them, they tell me, say, make I start. If I start, I go come give the information later. If I start, I don't give una any information. I go put the money for my pocket face front. I mean, I want sign to go take risk for Nabi. All right. And I don't see Jesus Christ. It's okay. If I start, I will make my money and go to Las Vegas. If you see me in Las Vegas, you will know that I've started making money already from this business.
and to be Las Vegas is just small. I mean, the whole
Hmm.
Christmas last year we were in Mexico in with the family
Cancun.
in Cancun.
Yeah, and next month
All of
we'll
them
Next
be.
are
month
saying that
we're
they
in
will
Los
follow
Angeles.
me after I start. They will follow me after I
Yeah.
start. Okay.
Okay.
Me, I will
So
take the calculated risk for you people. You okay? I don't hear. So I think people are still hung up on this question about pyramids. Do you need to bring people in or not?
you need to bring customers into any business for it to be a business. It's simple as that.
So it's
And
a requirement to bring people in.
you will bring. So let's remove people as
You
people.
bring customers in.
So, good. For
It's,
instance, if you started this business and for any reason and we're working on something like this, you get a government contract to supply certain of these products to say 100 locations. That's money. It's not people now, it's clients, it's customer. So
right.
that's what it's all about.
So I
So
think the
the people.
difference
Okay,
I
go
think
ahead,
the
Ify.
difference in understanding is not basically, and I know everyone has a definition of how you bring people in. So our system doesn't require you to go and start traditionally looking for the people. We have systems that does all of that for you. So we have systems, and that's why there's a training. So the system actually does that for you. It's not like you're going somewhere to go, get this person. You see someone passing by, oh, I'm doing a business. No. How do you get your time back? And that's why the digital space takes care of that part of the work for you. So we
Okay.
talk to people that we don't even know, like they reach us. We don't go to them.
So there are two types of people that are coming to our business.
Mm-hmm.
First type are people who want to start their own business
Mm-hmm.
and will bring them and teach them. Some
Right.
other people are people who need the
The
products or
product. That's
whatever.
my next question. Emeka,
Yeah.
you read my mind. So there are two ways. You
Yes.
bring customers who are interested in, in starting the business, and then you also earn income from, from sales, from the
Yes. Yes.
products that you are selling. So
Yes.
it's two ways.
Yes.
Okay. I think I understand it a bit better now. Yeah. You have to I understand it a bit better now. So all these adverts that people make is, it's part of the marketing.
The
Like
advert,
people say they seen your adverts. Tell
yeah,
us a little bit about that.
the advert is just to invite people to our webinar and it's free.
Right.
So when
Okay.
they come into the business webinar, all they're seeing is ordinary people from all over the world. I
Right.
have a woman here in Canada
Mm-hmm.
who used to be a cleaner. And in Obodo Oyibo, every work you do, you have respect for that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not,
Mm-hmm.
kind of disrespecting her job, but she
Of
was a
course.
cleaner.
Of course.
When she started this business 5 years ago now, she was a cleaner. Today, she makes $3 million a year. She owns an apartment building that has 14 flats in it.
And it's not duping anybody. It's not like they are duping people.
Exactly my point.
So that is where me, I'm convinced, because it's not like you are duping people that, like, people were saying about how you bring people and then you now tell them to bring other people to bring money. You are not telling anybody to go and bring people to bring money to pay you. They come in, they listen to the webinar. If you are interested, you pay the registration fee. and then you start your own business.
Exactly. And I want to make a comment here, Auntie B. A lot of people you see that might complain about this business is this, and we know this for sure. If you open the shop, you invited your friends and family that you're opening a shop, they come, everybody drinks, eats, and wines. They leave, and you follow them and lock up your shop. You're not going to make any money. You will be poor. If you get into this business and thinking that somebody else will do it for you, our work is to mentor, guide, support, make sure you have all the things that you need, but you have to run your own business.
I like what Ada is saying. I mean, she's thinking smart. I like people who think smart. Ada is saying is best uh for people to go and see for themselves. Maybe if you can even give us some numbers in terms of how you done for 4.5 years that you're doing it. If you don't mind, I know this is kind of private because it's your business, but I'm struggling here in the comment section. I'm really struggling. People are interested, not that they are not interested, but they
Yeah,
are skeptical. And
yeah,
people have a right to be skeptical because, like you said, we come from a country where there's a lot going on in terms of fraud. So
yeah,
this is people's money. So they have a
absolutely,
right to ask question. Okay?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And we encourage people to be skeptical because
Mm-hmm.
skepticism actually gives you a protective mechanism for you to look at things critically.
Right.
If he was 100% skeptical, she told me they will dupe you. When I started, she told me the only job I have for you is to cry with you when they dupe you.
She was so sure.
That's
She
what she
was.
told me. But after 2 months, she realized that I was getting small, small checks at that time. And
Mhm.
I won't give you all the numbers, but I can tell you that in some months, we make over $50,000.
So somebody is saying that, for instance, if you want to start, Stephen Osondo is asking this question. If you start with £500 and you start with 10,000, what's the difference in terms
Speed,
of revenue,
speed.
profits?
That's correct.
It is speed. So if you start with say 10,000, what you've given yourself is a bigger springboard. It's just like how they do diving. They have small level, they have higher level. If you dive from the top, you're gonna get a big splash and you get more points, basically. So you're giving yourself a leverage than the person who started at the lower rung. That's the difference. It's not
Mm-hmm.
about just money, it's about points, speed, and income. That's the
Mm-hmm.
difference. Yes.
Mhm. So I don't think that they will be able to cover everything because it's just a 1 hour session. But if you are interested, that is their number there and that's their website. I think you will learn more if you contact them and you visit their websites or even attend the webinar. It's free. Just attend
Free
it.
to attend.
Yeah, I'm
100%.
gonna I'm gonna attend the webinar. Make her please. You guys send me a link to the next webinar. I want to attend it so that you can learn more because I don't think they can explain it fully for people to understand here. The webinar is free of charge. You don't
100%.
pay anything. All right. So, because a lot of people are saying 10,000 is a lot of money, 10,000 is a lot of money. But like you said, you don't need to start with 10,000.
Yeah.
It's not everybody that has the mind
Yeah.
to invest. Some people that's Emeka, you people have very strong mind. You know, you have a strong mind, you took the risk, but thank God
Yeah.
it's paid off for you, and you are giving us testimonies of other people that is paid off for. But I know that in life, everything when it comes to making money, there is a level of risk that you need to take. It's just that you
100%.
need to be taking calculated risk. There is nothing that if you want to be 100% safe, I can't you will never make money. Never.
So, you know what I usually tell people, and my wife reminded me, the analogy I tell people sometimes I go, into conversation with people, and they say, I want to know everything before I start.
Yeah.
And there was one day a lady called me from London and asked me that question. I asked her, where do you live? She said, I live in London. And I said to her, before you got to London, did the British government take you and drop you in London? You walked around, saw all the shops, saw all the houses, then took you back to Nigeria, then before you decided to apply? She said, no. So then that's your answer there.
Do they make you buy the products for your personal use? Guys, if you have questions, we have 5 minutes to take questions. Please ask legitimate question. Don't ask question about buying laptop. Is
Yes.
anybody asking question about buying laptop? You never ready.
So that question from AB, the products are for your personal use, 100%. You don't sell it. That's what I was saying to the other person that said he had products and he
I
has
couldn't
to
find where
sell
to
it.
sell it. Yeah.
That is not our business. If you buy products, they are your personal products, and you only do it once. It's not something you buy. It's not like you have to buy something every month or every quarter. No,
No, no,
no,
no, no, no, no.
So
Not
you the first product you buy are yours,
100%. Yes.
right? And you can use 1,000 to buy. You can use
you,
five
you,
hundred to
you can
buy,
you can start from 500 and up. There are
right?
options for financing in our business, and that's why we're here to guide people to show them how they can start their business.
Right. Somebody is asking, what if you don't want products?
Then you because the reason why you get to buy product is that you need a distributor ID. So if there's no distributor ID, any income coming from the business, they cannot assign it to you. So how will they
Right.
get connected to the company?
Right. Okay. So the webinar is for information purposes. So Ada is really helping you people do this. Do this.
yes.
Do you guys know her?
Who is that?
I'm not
Ada,
sure.
Ada
I,
but
Anizoba.
I'm not sure,
we
but
will find
we'll
her.
find out definitely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes,
she
100%.
seems to know quite a lot about
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
She's
the
been
Yeah.
giving a lot
webinar
of
is for
information.
information, and
There's no
we're
money.
here giving you the pre-information.
Yeah.
When you go to this webinar, you get full information. Like I always say to some people, for me, I like to see things for myself.
Yeah.
I really don't believe too much in somebody said, who said, no said. Come in. The information session is complimentary.
Yeah.
Come listen and watch the webinar for yourself. Get the information firsthand.
Abosede, go and watch the webinar. Go and watch the webinar. All you doubting Thomases, go listen to the webinar first. It's free. Eh?
Yeah. And
Honey
you know
babe.
what? Sometimes people get hung up on certain things.
Yes.
There's a lot of people there that may not connect with me and Ife's story. But when they get into the webinar, they see people, other people from different parts, they connect to their story and say, oh, that's like me. And that's what it's all
Yeah,
about.
you definitely find people like yourself. They're pastors, they're reverend sisters, doctors, nurses, like Emeka mentioned before, engineers, business analysts, even stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
They're all in the retired, even people who are retired and they want something to continue generating income for them and keep them a little occupied. They're in business. And a lot of them are making that transformation that they're looking for.
Honey babe is asking a question. Is it related to financial services?
No,
No.
no,
It's not.
no. We're
Honey
not doing
babe, they said it's not. Oh my god, there's so much noise in the background. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, it's not related to financial services at all. And I know people sometimes it sounds a little bit hazy, but one of the challenges we've had is people want to know things that they need to make decisions on before they make decisions. That's why we bring them into the webinar for free. A lot of people come into this business by faith. We know a pastor living about an hour from us that finances his ministry from this business. In fact, two pastors,
A lot
one
of
from
them.
the Caribbean, one from another country. They live 1 hour down from us. They finance their ministry from this. But I will say this, and people may not like the way I put it. Our business is not for everybody. 100% is not for everybody. If you don't believe in it, we're not going to force you. But if you want to do it and you're looking for something to change your family, to change your story, give it a try. But if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah.
At least invest money. So
Yeah.
that in that way, you can invest money that you are not investing too much, so that if you decide to change your mind, you're not going to have any regrets if you decide not to run with it. At least go to the webinar. Honey babe, you want to go to the webinar. I want to go to the webinar. So please, check the website. I'm going to check it out too, and just let's arrange to attend the webinar together. Yeah. Me, I want to go to the webinar and listen more because, like you said, it's not for everybody, but I'm all for taking calculated risk, to make money. So, I mean, so I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Okay.
I
Mm-hmm.
strongly advise that, people just keep an open mind,
Yeah.
because sometimes you don't know where the grass is green.
Yeah.
Keep an
Yeah.
open mind, because even I was very skeptical, just like many of us out there. Very, very skeptical. But I did my research. He knows me. I like to research, I like to make sense out of anything that I'm doing. And the reason I like the business is it gives you the chance to do that. And that's why you have access to watch the complimentary information that is there for you, so that you can see things for yourself. And
So there are some people that know about the business here. Mama D is
yes,
one of
the
them. She
police
said that
officers,
they are police officers.
army, even army.
So
Mhm.
our business is not a hidden business; it's
So
legitimate.
if
So
it's something that is criminal or a pyramid scheme, policemen will not be there
no,
because
Thank
pyramid
you.
scheme always crashes. It doesn't last. And you
I
guys
mean,
say you've been doing it for 4.5 years.
that's us. There are people that have been doing it for 50 years.
50 years.
Yes.
Okay, Abasade, your mind is very, very close. So this is not for you. Okay, you joined the show very late. When we are almost done 1 hour, you didn't start from the beginning, and you want us to tell you all the information from the beginning. So your mind is already closed. Don't worry. Like they said, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, people just go back to your 9 to 5 job. It's fine. It's not for everybody. But me, I'm all for taking calculated risk. So me and Honey Babe, we are going to that webinar. I want to listen to that webinar. Let me hear more because I'm definitely interested. As long as it's not criminal, it's not a criminal business, it's not fraud, it's not pyramid scheme, it's legit, then what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose?
Exactly. And the
I
people
mean,
that
people, are you expecting that you're going to start a business and you'll be making money and you will not invest anything? You just want to start a business and you start making money without, even if you want to do buying and selling, would you not use money to buy product to sell? So, I'm convinced that the next step is to listen to the webinar. Then people can make up their mind after that if they want to proceed with the business or not. Because
absolutely.
you never forced anybody.
Yeah,
People are still asking that you didn't mention the products. Oh my goodness.
I see questions about how to watch the webinar. So I wanted to clarify again. That's pretty straightforward. Like if you go to our website, which is www.makify.com, which is www.mekify.com, you would see
Mhm.
a spot where you put your name, you put your email, and once you hit send, or I can't remember the box,
Submit
submit,
our reserve a
then it
seat.
takes you straight to our thank you page. On our thank you page, you would actually see one of the replays that we hosted, one of the
Yeah.
webinars that we hosted. However, you're also going to get access, to watch it live
On Tuesday.
on Tuesday. So you have reminders sent to you. And then on Tuesday, when we're doing the next live session, you have another opportunity to
Somebody has
also.
registered already. This is what I'm talking about. They are offering you free information.
Thank
Go
you
and
very
learn
much for
more.
confirming.
Thank you very much.
Somebody has already registered for that webinar. I think that's the next stage. If you guys are hungry, you want to make money, and we are talking about serious money, and all this paycheck cannot buy 100 million house now. Me too, I want to buy that 1 million naira house in Lekki.
Everybody deserves a dream home,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Emeka and if you guys are raking money from that house, I want my own 100 million naira house as well. I
honestly,
need
the
that
nine to
house.
five, like I always say, the 9 to 5 jobs are okay, but then one has to remember that those jobs are not they're not going to stay there every time
Forever.
forever.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
when you don't have the job anymore, the bills are still there.
Yeah.
They're still going to be
Yeah.
there. So it's not like you don't have a job, then no bills. Whether you have a job or not, the bills are still there. So you want to also have a secondary source of income, which is why we're sharing this amazing information, so that
Mhm.
you have a plan B, which eventually can become your plan
Plan
A,
A. It's just a
right?
side hustle. So a lot of people are asking, why haven't you left your job? It's a side
Mhm.
hustle. I mean, if you can combine it better. If you can't, you leave one.
You're
I
not. Yeah.
After
Okay.
serving for 3 hours every single day for 4 years,
He stopped.
I said, well, this business was making us money. I called my bosses. I said, If you're not willing to give me remote work, I'm not going to do it.
You are doing shakara. You start
Yes,
to do yanga.
yes. Today I'm working remotely from home.
So the link to their website is in the comment section. I just put it there. So it can take you straight there. Mm? It can take you straight to the website. Go there, listen to the webinar. That's all I can say. And then make up your mind. Stephanie, you're asking for the link to the website. I've just posted it in the comment section. I will also post it in the after the show. I'll post it in the comment section. Just go listen to the webinar first and then make up your mind. Okay. All of you saying that me, I should go and do the business first and come and tell you whether to invest or not. Or you're like, wow, if I'm making money, just forget about it. You will just be seeing that my enjoyment, and you know I could go like enjoyment before. It will just increase like this. I will just be on another level.
Once we reach that level, we will go cruise for boats. That's
Huh.
how we go there. They call all of them.
Oh no, oh no, want to. I mean, the thing I want to end with, yeah. Okay, let me allow you guys to say something before I finish up, and say something to the fam that are watching. Thank you, everybody that made it tonight. Okay, Ify, let me hear from you. Lastly, what do you have to tell? We have 667 people watching.
Awesome. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody for even putting out the time to be here. I know time is very important for most of us living outside of Nigeria. Time is very critical. So I want to say thank you. Happy Sunday. And thank you, Auntie B, for having us as well. And then in general, I just want to say, like I said before, when you see something, just keep an open mind.
Mhm.
Even in 2008, when we're in the UK, I'm just going to give that example real quick. After graduation from my master's, everybody was worried about the crunch and everything. And most people just went home. They went back home because the news was just circulating and everybody just picked it up and said, oh, I better just go home. But some of us believed that something could change. And some of us got jobs, professional jobs, right there in the UK. So we had that belief and we kept an open mind rather than just run with the flow. So when you see something that you're not sure about or you don't know, give yourself the chance to go check it out. Give yourself the opportunity to get first-hand information. So right there and then, you can make your own decision rather than them say or them no say. Because as a mom to 4 children living abroad with no support, I want something flexible. And I'm sure that's the case for a lot of mothers like me out there. I want flexibility. I want to be there for my children. I want to go for their concerts. I want to go for their award night. I want to go for as much activities as I can attend, like their mom. So for me, that's very critical because by the time you walk yourself out and you're not giving your children the chance of being there for them, when it's time for you to start correcting that child, it's too late. So that's why I wanted something flexible. I wanted something I can do from anywhere at my convenience. Right now, I go for a concert where our business is generating income, things are happening in the business, and you're happy because you can do more. So just keep an open mind. Moms out there, dads out there, keep an open mind. Do something that would benefit your family, that will give you an additional source of income. Because here you don't have any help. We don't have any help like here. We are the ones doing everything ourselves and even supporting family back home. Because one thing everyone needs to understand, even if you're here, you cannot just close it and say, I'm not going to take care of my family back home. When we check our income after paying bills in the past, and then we still need to support family back home, it's always so hard. Like you don't even have anything left. And when you tell them you don't have enough to support them, they don't understand. They don't believe
Mhm.
you. So
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
wanted to start closing that gap so that we can support as many people as we can. And we started realizing we needed a secondary source of income, not just any secondary source of income, but a legitimate business. And that's how one of the reasons we started. And one of the things that we've always wanted to do was to also give back. So we started a charity foundation back home with the income from this business where we support women. We give them finances, they start up a small business and they help their family because we know that if you support a woman, she will support her family, she will support her children and everybody else. So that was our goal and we've been achieving it with this business. And we feel blessed that we can do that now compared to in the past when we couldn't do a lot of that. So keep an open mind, just give yourself a chance because one thing I'm going to close with is nothing changes if you don't change something.
Hmm.
Something has to change for you to make a big change in your life. So don't depend on that one source. Keep an open mind and do something that will take your family far. So thank you so much, and that's all from me. And I'll throw that back to Emeka. I'm sure he's got.
Before Emeka, before you give your own final submission, what if I'm not on Facebook? A lot of people are saying they are not on Facebook. How was if I want to join the webinar, I want to listen, and I'm interested to learn more. But do you have to be on Facebook?
To go to the webinar, you don't have to be on Facebook. But if you start the business, you might need to have a Facebook account. You don't have to post anything there
Mm,
because there's a big part of our business that you need Facebook to be in a group of people.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Community.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. The community.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right then. Mm-hmm.
So, in
Mm-hmm.
closing, just to buttress what Ifi said,
Mm,
4.5 years ago when we started, there were 25 women in our village that didn't have finances to do any business. Today they have that finances because we provide it. And every year we give them additional money during August meeting. Our goal is by the first 5 years we'll have 100 women that have money to do business for themselves.
mm-hmm.
And we're providing it no interest, nothing, zero. Take the money, run your business. That's one. But the most important thing I would tell people here today is if you throw everything out of hand because you feel that you don't like the people saying it, it doesn't change the fact that our own lives have become better.
Mm-hmm.
And a thousand more, multiple thousands people's lives have become better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people who live abroad here went to the visa office more than 3 times before they got a visa.
Mm-hmm.
If they told somebody the first time they were rejected that don't go there or they'll reject you, they would not be living abroad today.
Mm-hmm.
But they kept going until they found the right time, the right person who gave them visa for them to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying this because it's not everything that works the first time. I will say that. Sometimes you might try it a second time or a third time. But one thing is sure, if you keep trying, something will change in your life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Emeka and Ifi. Fantastic. Julie, you're asking about the webinar time. Please go to their website. I've just posted the link here in the comment section, or take their number and then go there and fill the form. There's a tiny little form you need to fill there. So fill it and submit it, and then you will find out when they are doing the webinar. I mean, all I can say is that you have to make up your mind whether you want to do this business or not. They are not forcing anybody. And I like what Emeka said, it's not for everybody. Okay? Because if somebody is saying, can I do this on phone? Or do I need to invest in a laptop? I don't see that the person is ready for we are talking about digital business. And you are saying, can I do it on my phone? So it tells me that you are not ready. Okay, so but people who are ready and you are looking for a way to leverage your income, let me tell you something. You can't get rich on salary alone. No, I tell everybody around me, multiple streams of income is the way forward. You need multiple streams of income. So keep your day job, like these beautiful people here. They still have their day job. They're even doing shakara now, telling their ogakwe, if you don't let me work from home, I'm just going to work. And employers, when they know that you have options, they'll start being very careful with you. Because now you are the one telling them the terms and conditions of your employment. But be open to legitimate business. Okay, as long as it's not a fraudulent business, as long as it's not pyramid scheme, then be open. Okay, it's not for everybody, but for those who are willing to listen, at least listen to the webinar, and then you can make up your mind if you want to go ahead and how much you want to start with. Like they said, from $500 you can start, £500 you can start. But I'm definitely interested. I know Honey Babe said, yeah, that she wants to listen to the webinar. So Honey Babe is in the UK, so both of us, we are from the UK here. We are very interested in joining that webinar to learn more, about it. So thank you so much, Ify and Emeka, for
Yeah.
joining us. Yeah.
One question that they asked about how long do you spend every day doing
Mm,
this? To be honest, it's flexible. we spend about 3 to 4 hours in the week
In a whole week.
doing at different
Yeah, not one
times,
day,
not
in a whole
just
week.
simple sitting in front of a computer from morning to night. No.
More fresh, we've answered that question. It's not a pyramid scheme. We've answered it. Please watch the video from the beginning if you are just joining. Okay? Please. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's marketing. Online digital marketing. That's what it is. All right? So watch it from the beginning if you are just joining. All right? I think I can safely say that, except you have any other thing you want to say, Chief Emeka, I've not given you chief title in your village because all these
They
things,
have been asking me to take it, and I've been dodging.
you're dodging because with all these women you are giving money now, you are in line for chief title, law. If you don't look like somebody that will like all those kind of things, but they will give you law. You have to.
Auntie B, I don't get power. Oh.
You don't get power. Oh my God! You look like a very simple person. You don't
They've
get
been
power.
asking me every year we go home. They will send them miseries that the Eze wants to give me chieftaincy. I said, not yet.
Not yet.
All
Okay.
those crowns and
All those
everything. Wow.
plenty things. No, because if you give back, usually they will recognize you.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
which is a good thing.
I have many awards. My wife has awards from all the support we provide for people in the
Oh,
village.
it's
Um,
really good that you are
and
giving
that's
back.
we're proud of that because it comes from your roots, not
That's
people
good.
knowing you outside. From our
Yeah.
roots, we get those awards.
Yeah. Adewale, the webinar is free. You don't pay for the webinar, okay? So just use the link in the comment section and register. The webinar is completely free. You don't need to drop any money, all right? Register and listen. All your questions will be answered in the webinar, and then you can. How long is the webinar for?
1 hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it could
Okay.
be less sometimes.
Depending
Yes.
on who is hosting it. That
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
then, if I mean, I just want to also mention that if you're looking for something that actually generates income, even while you sleep, because that is what most of us actually need, something that actually generates income while you're sleeping. This is
the
it.
peace of mind is the best thing you will get when
Hmm.
you start making it.
Our brother here, who is he's into tech as well. He's into IT, BO. He's a well-respected member of this Obodo farm. He said, if you understand e-commerce, you understand the business idea or
Hundred
ideal.
percent,
Thanks for
Yeah.
that.
100%.
Yeah.
So
That
that's what,
person,
instead of just saying business, maybe if you have said e-commerce, people will stop harassing you and say, what's this business? What's this business?
you know why e-commerce has many branches. Most
Right.
of it are platforms.
Okay.
So you go there
Okay.
and trade and sell. But the
Okay.
truth is, there's no way you're going to live this life for the next 10, 20 years. Yeah, you not be on the digital space. No way.
Definitely. Definitely. Okay. All right. We'll learn more. Let's meet. All your questions will be addressed in the webinar. Let's meet there. Julie, I want to believe that you want to join the webinar. So anybody that is interested, it's not get rich quick or bam,
Absolutely. It's not a
Ben
get rich quick
Chelsea.
scheme. Yeah.
And that's why I like it. Anything that is get rich quick is never legitimate
No.
anyway. So Ben Chelsea, thank you for that. Some people know about it. So yeah. So let's join the webinar and then we'll learn more from there. Any questions you have? I think Ify and Emeka, they've been very open. They've shared their phone number and the link to their website. At least you can send them a message, WhatsApp. Is this number on WhatsApp?
Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
Okay. All right. So let's go register and then we'll see how it goes. Yes. Cheers to a better life. Cheers to our house in Lucky.
Cheers. Where's your cup?
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, we'll see you at the webinar, right?
All right.
Thank you
you
so
so much.
much.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having us. Thank
All
you,
right.
everyone.
All right. Take
Bye-bye,
care.
guys.
Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Okay, that's a lovely, lovely couple, Ify and Emeka. They are based in Canada. Ify is an engineer. She's a real engineer, not fake. All those fake people that used to put engineer, all those carpenter or all those mechanic that will put engineer in front of their name. No, this one is engineer, a real engineer that went to school and read the book. And Emeka is a business. He works in project management. He was a former banker. They both live in Canada. They got 4 children, and they are doing this business, and they are trying to introduce it to us. Okay. So the webinar is completely free of charge. So just use the link and register, and then you take it from there. Okay? All your questions will be answered. Thank you very much. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not get rich quick. It's nothing illegitimate. Okay? It's online marketing business. All right? Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for being here. So now that we've talked about money, you guys, money is very, very important too. You cannot live that sweet life without money. So I advise you very strongly. Later now you say, Auntie B, you like enjoyment. You like minister of enjoyment. Oh no, go like enjoyment. But it takes money to live that life. You know, the soft life is money. You can't live it without money. And one thing me I know for sure, which Oyibo people have been trying to tell us, I like what Emeka Anifi said. They are looking at creating generational wealth. All right. This is what we need in our community, generational wealth. So I hope people will take advantage of that and go check the webinar out. Thank you so much, Ify, gorgeous Ify, and your darling husband, Emeka. God bless you. I'm back tomorrow. We are going to deal with this matter of nurses. RON. Somebody said that RON, in the US is a cause now for Nigerian marriages. I posted the clip on my Instagram page. If you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about RON. A man came out crying that his wife, who is an RON, did so and so to him. So we're going to be unpicking that video tomorrow. They live in California. I've been trying to get hold of the woman, but so far we haven't had any luck yet. But the video is already out there on social media, so we're just going to analyze it. Hopefully, somebody who knows her will contact us, or she herself will stumble on the video. So we're doing that tomorrow. We want to listen to what this uncle has to say, and then we will unpick that. So let's call it a day for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I shall see you tomorrow. I bet we'll have more people tomorrow. Today is about 600 people. Tomorrow now that is about Gbebonu. You will see 1,000 to 1,000. Come and learn about money now. Come and learn so that you not be fighting about check of RON. You will not come. Okay. It is all right. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. Bless you guys. I love you. Bio, no start wahala there. No start wahala. Leave RON alone. No. The School of Nursing is open to everybody to go. Don't start any wahala there. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night. God bless you. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.